I probably don't need to tell you that attractive people can enjoy certain advantages in their lives, but what might surprise you is the extent to which attractiveness can matter. For example, taller people on average make more money than shorter people. A study by Judge in Cable from 2004 found that a person who is 72 inches tall could expect to make $5,525 more per year than someone who is 65 inches tall, even after controlling for weight, gender, and age. Implications for the stiletto heel and stilt industries aside, that is a big difference. And it doesn't stop there. Various studies also indicate that you can expect to make more money if you are not obese, blonde, work out regularly, and/or wear makeup. We wanted to interview the highest paid man for this segment, but he couldn't be reached for comment. But at the same time, most employers don't actively decide to pay the best-looking people more. After all, there's no hotness box on the yearly raise checklist. Instead, it has a lot to do with unconscious processes. We might not even realize it's happening, but the halo effect is manipulating us all. Allow me to explain.
Buzz.
When it comes to decision-making, people like to believe that they make their choices based on well-thought-out reasoning. Gee, wouldn't that be nice? But in reality, we're all affected by a number of cognitive biases, or unconscious mistakes in logical thinking that can affect our actions and beliefs. The halo effect, named by psychologist Edward Thorndike in the year 1920, is a cognitive bias in which liking one aspect of something makes you like other unrelated aspects of that thing more. It's sometimes referred to as the "what is beautiful is good" stereotype, because physical attractiveness is usually involved. For example, if the person you're dating has really nice abs or a super cute smile, you might also believe that they're more intelligent and funny than they actually are. If you've ever been completely Twitter-pated with someone and later looked back on the relationship and thought, "What was I thinking?" you've probably experienced some of the halo effect. And the halo effect is a huge deal in the advertising industry. A company can use a catchy jingle, bright and colorful packaging, or a cute mascot to change our overall impression of the product. Something as simple as changing the appearance of the product can change everything that we believe about it. In one study, orange juice was served from 6 different containers, such as glass bottles, plastic bottles, cartons, you get the idea. Participants ranked each juice on parameters of taste, aroma, and mouthfeel. The critiques were wildly different, with participants choosing favorites and assigning colorful adjectives to each. I must say that this juice was toasty warm and frighteningly unkempt. But here's the thing, there was only ever one kind of juice. The participants completely fabricated their opinions about the juice based only on the appearance of the container. This experiment was also done on TV by Penn and Teller. See the description for information on that video. It's very entertaining. So if changing a beverage's packaging affects our opinion, you can imagine how much of an impact changing a person's appearance can have on our beliefs about them. Well, a study by Dion Bersheet and Walster looked at the beliefs that we have about attractive people. Participants looked at photos of people of varying attractiveness before filling out surveys about them. On average, participants rated more attractive people as being more likely to be satisfied with their career, as having better personalities, and as being more likely to be happy and successful across their lives. And the halo effect also works backwards. If you dislike one aspect about something, you'll also dislike other aspects about that thing more. This is sometimes referred to as the horns effect.
Hey now!
Relax, Lucy, it doesn't refer to horns specifically. For example,
"Well, your credentials are great, but we won't be pursuing your application any further."
"What? Why?"
"I'll be honest, the Hitler mustache is very off-putting."
"Who's Hitler? I'm rocking the Charlie Chaplin."
No, please leave."
Right now you might be thinking, yeah, some people can be really shallow, but I try really hard not to judge books by their covers. Well, get off your high horse, because the halo effect persists even when you know about it. In a study by Wetzel, Wilson, and Court, participants watched an interview with a professor and were told to critique him. Half of the participants viewed the professor behaving in a warm way, and half of them viewed him behaving in a cold way. This was done to manipulate how likable the professor seemed. However, objectively, his appearance, mannerisms, and French accent were kept the same across both videos. If there was no halo effect present, ratings for these traits should have been about the same regardless of which video was watched. Furthermore, some of the participants were told beforehand exactly what the halo effect was and to be aware of its potential influence. Amazingly, being warned of the halo effect beforehand did not make a significant difference in how much of an impact it had. Regardless of whether or not they were informed of the halo effect, participants who watched the cold interview rated the professor's mannerisms, appearance, and French accent as worse than those who had watched the warm interview. So not only can the halo effect secretly influence our actions and opinions, but it can even do so when we do know about it. But the halo effect isn't necessarily always a bad thing. It can help us form closer bonds and forgive our loved ones when they screw up. It's why love is blind and every little thing she does is magic. But let's try not to let the halo effect blind us all of the time.
Yo, Xander here. Thanks for watching this episode of ARTexplains. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. That would be just incredible. See you next time.